I believe that contact centers are one of the more underutilized technology tools available to business today. I think it's going to grow incredibly in terms of importance. Let's talk about why I think contact centers are ready to explode. Hi, I'm Steve Murphy. I'm a vice president at ARG, and while I work for ARG, this video is my own and doesn't necessarily reflect the views of my employer. In order to explore a contact center more fully, we're first going to talk about what is a contact center, and then why I think contact center as a service is a superior solution over alternatives. We'll talk about the core benefits of contact center, and then we'll talk about all the tactical benefits, and there are many. And then we're going to talk about how you can be a hero by expanding the utilization of contact center within your organization. When we're defining a contact center, we normally speak in terms that are relative to a traditional call center. Call centers are primarily voice-based, but contact centers include omni-channel communications. Omni-channel means it integrates all the available communication channels that the organization uses, like traditional voice, of course, but also video, chat, email, SMS and texting, and even social media platforms. Not only do contact centers allow you to integrate all these different channels for external users, it allows you to integrate a lot of your back office systems like customer relationship management platforms or other management tools like an IT ticketing system for an internal contact center for IT support. Marketing is also going to want to crack at integrating their platforms into your contact center. So you're going to have a lot of demand for people who want to be incorporated with your contact center strategy. Traditional contact centers are ill-equipped to support all these integrations, whereas modern contact centers are very well equipped to support these integrations, especially if they're standard business operating platforms. Now, why do we use a contact center, or why do I recommend a contact center as a service over a traditional contact center that might be located in a data center someplace? Well, contact center as a service has a lot of benefits. The biggest one, I think, is that it's just a simpler platform to execute. It simplifies the benefit delivery. And what I mean by that is, as you want additional benefits from the system, it's very easy to access those benefits. So you don't have to start with a full-blown omni-channel contact center with all the integrations, but as you want to build capabilities, a CCaaS platform or contact center as a service platform is much easier to access those benefits than a traditional platform. You might also imagine that it's easier to set up. It minimizes the amount of support, especially technical support from your IT team. It's very simple to configure, as I already mentioned, and it allows you to make real-time changes to the platform rather than waiting for some sort of change cycle or large project. Contact center as a service allows you to minimize your investment, especially upfront investment. It's resilient. Generally, it's located in multiple active data centers provided by the supplier, and it's flexible. It allows you to add and drop resources, for example. It allows your workforce to have flexible work environment. I have this picture here of this large contact center, and I think this type of environment is on the wane. Having more flexible work environments, especially allowing people to work from home, allowing agents to work from home, I think is going to be the wave of the future. So not only is contact center as a service, I think, a simpler to execute platform, but it has a lot of benefits over traditional contact center and certainly call center platforms. First of all, contact center as a service is built to raise the customer experience. It's all about meeting customers where they are, using the communication channels they're comfortable with and they have access to in the moment, rather than forcing them into a communication channel that's convenient for you. We want to please our customers and work with them on their terms rather than forcing them into our own paradigm. We want to manage interactions to positive outcomes, and then we can do this by reducing the friction of the interactions, again, by using the channels that they're comfortable with and in the moment interactions rather than having them pause and find the communication channel that we've published, for example. We can also raise the agent experience. So superior interfaces within modern contact center as a service platforms allow agents to resolve issues faster because of the superior integrations that they have, and it also provides agents flexible work environments and hours. You can have agents all over the world in a broadly geographic distributed environment with just a single contact center engine running the entire organization. Lastly, it raises the organizational experience. What do I mean by that? Well, it increases agent productivity. You can have micro shifts. Since we don't have to have agents in a large call center environment, large contact center building or floor, we can allow agents to come and go into the contact center environment as it's convenient for their schedule and as our volume requires. And we can also have agents respond to non-time sensitive communications while they're idle from the time-sensitive communications. Because we can now allow various work environments, we can expand our staffing pool. We're no longer limited to the immediate geography of our contact center location. And it provides the organization, as I mentioned, a unified platform. You may have geographically dispersed organization resources, but the platform is the same, it's consistent, and it does allow for updated functionality over time, so you're not paying for additional upgrades and additional features as they're released. Normally those upgrades and features are provided free of charge within your existing platform license. Those are some of the macro benefits of contact center as a service, but there are many other benefits, and I consider these more tactical benefits. But clearly, any communication or any contact center platform is going to have a traditional ACD IVR functionality. That's automatic contact distribution and interactive voice response. And that allows you to pull in information from your user, from the person who's reaching out to you, and use that information to appropriately direct that contact. It may allow for some self-service functionality as well. A modern contact center as a service platform will allow you to orchestrate your processes, but not necessarily force you to lock those processes in. It provides you agility and the ability to change call flows, for example, on the fly based upon an immediate need. It gives you a significant advantage in terms of reporting and analysis, and that flows into an optional, generally optional workforce management application that's available with these platforms that allows you to manage your workforce and skills and languages and so forth to make sure that you've got good coverage for the skill sets that you need in any given moment. These modern platforms also allow it for advanced coaching, monitoring, and auditing to ensure a quality experience for your users. And they're also very capable and increasingly proficient at artificial intelligence and machine learning. This is going to allow you to shift some of your workload into an automated channel versus a live assistance channel, further driving some productivity benefits. Custom-built applications are going to be a huge opportunity going forward. Generally, this is referred to as communications platform as a service, where you get to imagine the best way for your organization to communicate with your customers and build that platform in a low-code or no-code type of environment. So think of things like geofencing, so you can understand the relative proximity of your customers and provide appropriate messaging based upon that proximity. So a doctor's office may be able to text someone about an appointment based upon their current location and the current traffic conditions that are between that patient and that doctor's office. There's also the ability, as I mentioned, to have a macro platform. So you can have a broadly dispersed contact center strategy running off of a single platform, let's say in multiple countries, but you can provide for micro customization for those particular regions based upon the needs of those areas. Now, I promised to tell you how to become a hero with regard to your contact center strategy. I think over the last several months, we've learned that sales can be done virtually. And because sales will become more virtual over time, contact center will become more appropriate for the sales force, not just for the customer care organization. And I'm talking about sales enablement through some of the features that we've just talked about. I think the selling environment has changed forever. It's moving from a windshield time, physical or in-person meeting type of environment to a virtual desk-based meeting environment. And because our sales folks will be tied to their desk a little bit more than they used to, that allows us to deliver all these contact center features to them in a very organized fashion. By understanding your sales organization's processes, especially as they've evolved recently, you can bring CCaaS level features into the sales organization and help your company drive revenue. That turns the contact center organization from a cost center into a revenue generating center in a big way, and will elevate the stature of your contact center capabilities within your organization. It's about providing an exceptional prospect experience going forward using these advanced capabilities. Lastly, in terms of next steps, if you want to reach out and have a conversation about contact center as a service or any other voice services for that matter, feel free. My contact information is in the description of this video, and I'm happy to engage with anyone who enjoys these videos. If you did enjoy the video and got some value out of it, I'd really appreciate a like. That helps other people find the video. And if you want to come back to this channel, the easiest way of being able to find your way back is hitting that subscribe button. Until next time, I wish you all the best, and I hope you have a great day.